Okay, so I made some, this is called Pipian. It's a green mole. It is so delicious. Delicious. Sorry. It's made out of pumpkin seeds. You can make your own by, you know, by grinding the pumpkin seeds. But this is already done. I'm not too sure if they put the shells in it or not, but I'm sure they're without the shells. So, and they're just made out of toasted pumpkin seeds, and it has some other yummy ingredients in it. I find it already in a jar. It's already made. And this is it's called mole verde from Don Maria. It's really delicious. And basically what I did was I sauteed some onions with some oil. And this has oil in it. And if you find it's separated, just look at the date, make sure it's okay. And I use that oil plus, because the pumpkin seeds do have oil in them. And you can make this vegan as well. And before I started, I had some turkey that was left over, so I boiled it. I had some roasted turkey, and then I boiled it in some water and added some onions and garlic and bell pepper. And so the turkey is well cooked until it softens, and you boil it for a while. And then I reserve the liquids when you're the broth from that turkey, and that's what I use in here. What I basically do is I sauteed the onions. You take one. I only used a half of onion. And where's the onion? Well, the onion's gone, so I must have used the whole onion. I guess I must have used the whole onion. And I basically saute the onions. Then I take the whole jar and I add a little bit more oil to it, and I put the whole jar in there. You have to use a knife to get it out because it gets hard. It's like a really strong paste. And then you put on low heat, and then you dissolve it. I use the back of the spoon. However you want to dissolve it, you use an emulsifier. Immersion blender, but I am not doing all that because I want my little chunks of onions in there. And so, but I use the back of the spoon, and I just squash it, basically squash the chile verde. And then it dissolves, it slightly dissolves, it softens. And then while I'm doing that, I'm adding liquids in there. So I'm adding liquids inside. While I'm doing while I'm dissolving the mole verde, which is a pipian, which is pumpkin seeds. And then I go ahead and I season it a little bit. I had to add some water because I didn't have enough broth. So if you don't have enough broth, you just add some water to it. And then you can add just a little bit of umami on that. I found that at Trader Joe's. It's yummy. I added some cumin. I added a little bit of white pepper. And then I added one of these. And then I just added, because you want a texture that is, oops, I bumped it. You want a texture that's kind of like a nice soft mole. And I'm telling you, you can make enchiladas out of this. You can make, I can stop eating it. So you can actually make enchiladas out of this. This would be a delicious enchilada. I mean, it is so delicious. I know it looks like whatever because it's green, but it's delicious. Okay.